there's a gentle practice of being still and engaging with quiet and paying attention to what goes on inside of your mind. It's a spiritual practice. Nothing fancy about it. It's engaging in solitude. It's finding comfort in being alone with yourself. I would go so far as to say it's a way of kind of separating yourself from the world and engaging with your higher power and see where you are in relationship to your higher power. It's just a form of self-reflection. One of the things that goes on when we run a group is you get to the point where you ask someone to participate and nobody takes the bait. No one raises their hand, no one engages. And one of the things I've learned is that you have to allow quiet and stillness. Some of the richest contributions to the group come from people that are they're reticent, they're shy, they're very hesitant to share their perspective. And so there's this, it's called a pregnant pause. There's this moment where you kind of let everybody get a little uncomfortable because there's just some quiet in the room. And um, I look to see what comes from it. It's good, and it's a good reminder that being still and being quiet is pregnant. There's something that's going to emerge from that, and it's a good thing. So please, please, please know that being uncomfortable is not a bad thing. In American society, it's go, 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 distract, 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 entertain yourself, entertain yourself, entertain yourself. And these things don't lead to maturity, contentment, growth. So remember, you being uncomfortable is normal. It's a normal part of life. Just and embracing stillness takes some effort. Embracing being alone with yourself. For some of us, particularly if you've never done it, it's really, really hard. I went on a silent retreat with a very dear woman who, on the car ride there, I don't know whether she had two or three phones. She was talking to the driver and talking to me in the back seat and texting and talking to people on the phone. And you can tell she was in a panic because she didn't know how she was going to be silent for 2 whole days. It was a major crisis for her. And on that particular retreat, I saw this woman go into herself and be completely transformed. And of course, I had the privilege to drive home with her, and we laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed and laughed about all the things that she learned. She was like a 40-year-old little kid sharing. Of course, she was dying to share the whole weekend, but she had to be quiet. At any rate, don't be afraid of being still. Don't be afraid of being silent. It's a blessed practice. April 14th. Many of us develop a heightened awareness of our thoughts as we recover in Al-Anon. After a while, we were able to notice the change when our thinking becomes distorted. But if we wish to put a stop to negative thoughts, awareness is just the beginning. When stinking thinking takes a hold of me, I must do more than just dismiss negative thoughts. I must replace them with something positive, or I'm likely to slide right back into my negative thinking. Our group ordered a collection of Al-Anon conference-approved literature on audio cassettes. When they were available, I had gotten into the habit of listening to them in my car when I'm driving around town. Even though I had read these CI conference-approved literature pamphlets many times before, hearing them spoken out loud is a very different and very powerful experience. If my attitude is not good, adjusting to it by listening to Al-Anon wisdom on a tape at a meeting or one-to-one can get me back on track. Today's reminder. Today, I am going to pay close attention to what I tell myself. If necessary, I'll stop in mid-thought, start over, and replace the negative illusions with positive truths. And here's the quote. What we teach ourselves with our thoughts and attitudes is up to us. And that's from In All Our Affairs. Remember, everything in life is a choice. We're completely free to choose how we think about things, how we place things, how we want to be, what world we live in. We're the filter. We are the filter. We define, we spin, all of it, all of it, all of it. So decide what kind of filter you want to be. Decide what you want to what thoughts you want to let go through your mind, and what thoughts you want to keep at bay, which ones are not worthy. Early on, when I'd hear someone say something, I would think, that statement should never have been uttered, and probably shouldn't be repeated. It's not a blessing to anybody. So remember, you don't have to, if it's unfit for human hearing, human consumption, you don't have to dwell on it. You don't have to repeat it in your mind. You don't have to replay it. You can put it aside as something that's ill and leave it by the side of the road and keep driving your little car down the road if it's of no benefit to you. There was one other thing I was going to say as I was reading this, and I can't remember. At any rate, blessings on your day, peace, joy, good thoughts, and I pray you find sweetness and stillness.